So we're gonna start with the product for the dog, the water additive for dog breath, and we're basically gonna use this sheet to come up with some ideas for different ads to test. Um, so high level, when you look at the angle of an ad and essentially how you're gonna approach trying to sell a product, it's based on three main pieces: the product, the persona, and the primary use case of the product, right? The main thing you're really trying to focus on to sell it. And then there's other elements of it that go into it too, but usually there's one that's like that shines. So, we don't have as much information on the persona here. There hasn't really been any research done there. However, all the language has been taken from the persona, so that's worth something because there are people that bought this product. So there's some context I don't have when writing this. I don't know the owners of these brands. I don't know anything about these brands. I don't have brand kits. I don't have any information on who they're trying to target. I'm just making this up as I go. The other thing is I'm not going to make a landing page, so I'm just going to assume we have a relevant landing page and pretend like we have one. Again, I'll cover some of this stuff more in another course in the future, but for right now, it's really just making a simple mock-up for an ad based on the information in these sheets, and I'm just going to wing it for each of these examples, starting with the dog breath product. So to start, it looks like a lot of the information has to do with product character. It's pretty balanced actually, 43%, almost 40%, 20%. So a lot of it's probably about the pain points and how to use it. So you could see, yeah, like the bad breath and add to water. So first thing I'm going to do is try to get myself familiar with this, and I'm going to filter the actual sheets on these things and just kind of read what people have to say about them. So we'll start with the bad breath. Um, so this product has helped me reclaim my living room, and I've stopped trying to hide my dinner. So yeah, the dog's real close to the owner, just breathing on him, smelling terrible, and this is one of the products in this OxyFresh. So they're saying it works. Um, doesn't smell like rancid poop. Cat suffered from gum disease and the bad breath. So this is they're basically using some really strong language about essentially about how bad their pet's breath is and how this product has been helpful. So this is really useful. And when you look at the sentiment, this basically says, are they saying the product was good or bad? And then we also have the review from each of the reviews. So here's the reviews. They're split into the snippets. So like we're gonna come back to this and use it for some language. Tartar. She gets let's see. This seems like a good. Yeah, I can't get close to the dog. Um, three dogs had bad breath. 13-year-old with bad breath. So yeah, I mean, there's some of these are really really good for finding copy. Um, and like think about this. Like some of them don't even want to get close to their dogs because the breath smells so bad. So that's really really important. Copy. That's really good. We'll check out the other one, which was add to water. So easy to use, just a capful. Simple to use. Adding it for over 3 waters, their teeth is white. So there's a good positive one. Good looking dog teeth. Minimal tartar. In the dosing, yeah. So follow the instructions. Direction. Ooh, okay. So this we need to be real careful. Capital T means tablespoon. Okay, so they were giving them way too much. So this is important, and this is where in the other video I was mentioning like really explain the process, explain what the product does, how to use it, especially when there's something like this where it's a some kind of compound that has that could maybe have an adverse effect by being too strong. So let's see what else we got here. And talking about how to use it. So using it for 8 weeks. So here's one that explains the timeline. right? So how fast does it take to kick in? Add a few teaspoons, it does work. So can't smell a thing, just 60-pound dog. It could take 2 to 3 months to work for this one. So with the timelines, it's really important to check in with whoever made the product and really get clear information on this. But for timeline, it seems like it's a very important part of what makes people want to buy this. This has seriously worked in just a week, so could be anywhere from a week to 3 months. Like, is what these reviews are all saying for different products. So useful information, for sure. Check out this one too, and we'll see what we got in here. And same deal. We'll start with bad breath again and see what else. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so this I'm probably gonna use this exactly for the copy. That's great. Yeah, they're saying it's good. Okay, cool. So I think there's just enough information in even just these to work with. I mean, this is really good. Like we could talk about this like later on in the ad, like the landing page and all this stuff. But I think we have enough to really make something decent. So the other thing too is just to take a look at what the competitors got going on. So in the competitors tab, we've got links to their ad libraries. Oh wow, so really emotional, like talking about putting the dog down. Um, Thousands of dogs silently cope with yeast overgrowth. Okay, so they run a lot of different products. It's probably going to be hard to find something to use here, about, but yeah, you could see all of these are taking like a pain point based angle. Itchy skin, achy joints. So it's probably like pet owners are probably very motivated by helping to ease their pet's discomfort, which makes sense. So we'll check the other one. Here's OxyFresh. Okay, so they're saying, yeah, they're very focused on just like the things the product does, not so much pain oriented language. Um, this one might not be a pet product. It slipped in there by accident, or they sell a human product too. I don't know. Okay, so they got a lot of interesting ads. Probably not the most relevant. And this one doesn't have anything. So yeah, we'll just go with what we were talking about before, taking the angle of bad breath and how quick it takes to work. So with the ads, we've got the different components here. See if we can open one of these up. So we've got just the different, like the body text, the link description, the headline, all this stuff. And we'll just start playing around with it. So again, I'm not going to play with creative at all. We're going to leave this just, and with the link description, you can usually squeeze a little something extra in there about the dog breath. But what I want to do is actually just pull examples from here. So we're going to start with the bad breath stuff and see what we can pull out of that. I'm just going to paste it into a notebook, tweak it, and then just use it in the actual ad. So we've got to filter this again on bad breath. And so we've got a good one about dog's breath smells like poop and death. So this is pretty funny. Tartar. Look at the desperation. I was willing to try anything. This is good. So yeah, I'm just copying this stuff and using it as copy. Now, and that's what's great about if you have this research done, is your copywriting basically turns into just copy and paste and editing for readability. Okay, so this is good. There was some more stuff in here. Yeah, this I liked. So I thought this was a good one. Okay, so that's probably enough. I mean, we'll grab a couple of bits out of the process part, but easier than brushing teeth. Mouthwash for dogs, that's great. And okay, so this one they're saying sometimes pets can detect the flavor. Okay, so I think that's good enough from here. And we'll also see what the team came up with. Freshens breath. Come with some of the ingredients are pretty good, at least for the primary product on the sheet. All the competitors all have different ingredients, so it's, you know, you have to really cater this to what you're talking about. Results. So we'll put that in there too. And again, this would all be confirmed with whoever's running the brand. Bad breath, yellow teeth, tartar, plaque. I'll just take these. Just call it every pain point. Bad breath, tartar, plaque, yellow teeth, all, you know, all this stuff is really important to talk about. And that's smelling good. So yeah, I think we're on the right track with this. It seems like a lot of it's really, I mean, the product is for breath, so it makes sense to make the ad about that, right? So now we just gotta turn this stuff into an ad. So we've got a couple things going on here. We've got the headline and the extra text down here, as well as the link and then the body text up top. So when you look at ads, like the whole point is people don't read the whole thing at once. They usually capture like a glimpse of something in the either up here, here, or here, and then they ultimately decide whether or not they want to keep reading the rest of the ad, and then ultimately decide if they want to click through and then read the landing page. Same thing, they'll skim the landing page, pick up a couple bits on it. So we really want to focus on making this very clear, very concise, and just to the point. So you know, again, I'm not putting an image in here, so it's hard to consider the whole thing or landing page, but we'll just pretend we've got a decent picture of I don't know, like a real, like something that really illustrates bad breath of a dog. So this, we'll use it, and we'll just make the ad down here. So we'll say smooches from a pup with bad breath. Oh, I can't put the puke emoji in here. I'll add it later. So we've got the other thing was, where is it? Simple solution, easier than brushing most canines' teeth. Results in, I'm just taking like the main parts out of this now. I'm getting even more concise, and I'll format this up in a minute. So there we go. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, we're calling out all the pain points here. Let's see what we got. Bad breath, tartar, plaque, yellow teeth. Results can be seen in less than 7 days. Ah, come on. All right, so we'll add the spaces in now. Oh wow, formatting is terrible on this thing. All right, I gotta put it in one line at a time, I guess. All right, forget the mockup generator. This thing, I'll find a different one for another video. But basically, here's what our ad would kind of consist of. So, does your dog's breath make everyone gag? A couple bullet points, some information at the bottom, and then we would probably put something in the headline here. So, fix bad breath, and a picture of a dog. Obviously, we could elaborate it on here. Easier than brush teeth. There's a lot of things we could put, but you get the idea. So I've extracted all the language, I've put it in here, and you know, this is a really good angle that explains primarily the pain point, really exaggerated it, and talked on it further. Hit the timeline, and then basically said it's a lot easier than trying to brush the dog's teeth. So we've called out now the primary pain point as well as all of them. We've talked about how results could be seen in a very short timeline, and also called out a challenge, which is trying to actually brush your dog's teeth. They might try to bite or run away or whatever it is, but if you're just adding it to water, that's pretty good. So maybe on the landing page, we talk more about the process or how it's used, or we run another ad where maybe we switch some of these around in different orders. You know, the next one, I'll find a different mockup generator that I can copy and paste into. It'll be a little more clear. But yeah, essentially, this is the idea. You're just pulling the language out, rewriting it, and then you've got an ad. So see you in the next one.